trouble down here.
Hard in the wall goes the 77, Donnie Neuenberger.
Caution is out.
As much as we talk about how you can run all over this track in the high groove and the low groove and so forth, you can't run up there right now. The track's a little dirty because of the weather, and I'd be a little worried about getting my car up out of the groove very far right now. I think that's what may have happened to Neuenberger.
And Darrell, things are happening so fast here. I mean, they just happen in a hurry.
These babies, when they twitch, that's the end of them.
Have a look here.
His car just came around, got loose with him.
Drove it in there probably a little too hard, and the car just got loose.
Boy, Joey Clanton in the 27 car, he had to get all the way on the apron to get below him.
I think
I'm not sure Clanton missed him completely.
Did get a little bit of damage.
Brushed him.
That is a hard lick.
First caution of the day out after just 9 laps. Let me tell you, and my apologies to Dennis McGlynn and everybody at Dover Downs. That's what I get, Larry, for watching the Weather Channel. They said today would be a total washout, and obviously they missed it.
You bought right into that.
They missed it.
Well, see, I watch the Weather Channel, then I watch the local weather, then I go to the NASCAR trailer and look at their radar before I make a prediction.
Well, folks, if any of you stayed home because of what I said, boy, am I sorry, because we've got a good race going on here today, and it looks like we're going to be able to run the distance. Now, here's why we're under the first caution of the afternoon.
I just think what happened to Neuenberger there, he drove in there pretty hard. He was closing fast on the car in front of him. May have gotten on the brakes a little bit, got the car turned around.
Well, we'll take a break while I wipe all that egg off my face. You're watching the MBNA Armed Forces Family 200 on FX. Caution is out. Kevin Grubb is okay after pounding the wall in turn 2. We'll show you replays in a minute, but right now the pits will be open.
And this will be 4 tires for everybody pretty much. Full of fuel here almost a fourth of the way through this race.
Steve Burns.
Matt Kenseth said, guys, just give me 4 tires. Don't make any other adjustments to this race car. It had been a little bit tight, but he likes it now. It's a neutral race car. Dick Berggren.
Scott Riggs pits while running in second position. He's got no one parked in front of him, so he should be able to exit very quickly. The car just a little bit tight through the center of the corner and out. To Matt.
Pole sitter Joe Nemechek in. No changes on his race cars. The 17 of Matt Kenseth. Service already complete. The 10 is out. They're going to work on the left side of the 87. No changes there. No changes on the 81 of Martin Truex Jr. He pulls right out in front of the 17. Close call. Great move. He picked up some spots.
I'm going to tell you, the real winner off pit road was Joe Nemechek in the 87 car. He came in third, went out leading, but the reason this pit road is so tight, you almost saw the wreck between Scott Riggs and Matt Kenseth. Joe Nemechek, he only had to move just a little bit because he's in the end pit. There you see him winning the race off pit road, but right here is where it got tight. Martin Truex in 81 second. Matt Kenseth had to almost go up on the racetrack to avoid hitting him.
Now let's show you what happened to put us under caution, as you'll see Kevin Grubb come into view. He's one of the last cars in that pack on the right side of your screen. He's the 3rd car in that pack.
There is no question what happened to that car.
Baby.
Right front tire just went down on him.
Hounded it.
Second caution of the day at Dover. And oh, by the way, how is Kevin Grubb? That's Steve Burns.
And Kevin Grubb just come out of his transporter. Kevin, are you okay?
Yeah, so far everything's good. A little sore, but I don't know what we need to do. The Dr. Pepper and Express personnel service Dodge has been going good. We just can't get a break. Something had been going wrong for about 15 laps, and then it caused the right front tire to blow going into turn 1 and hit the wall pretty hard.
Kevin, we had a report from NASCAR that you were going to have to go to the hospital to get checked out. Are you okay, or will you continue on to the hospital?
Yeah, they want me to go see an eye doctor or something. I had trouble seeing out my right eye right after it happened, but right now it's fine.
Glad you're all right.
Thank you.
Good news for Kevin Grubb. Boyd Gibbs coming to pit road for the 2nd time under green. Kerry Earnhardt's been in.
Got a car spun off the back over there. Strimmy.
Oh. spun and done.
Okay, David.
Our caution is out.
Yeah,
Who this is a
he just
big,
run
big
right
break
into me.
for is our points
I
leader,
know.
Todd Bodine. He had not made his green flag stop. He's on the lead lap in second place, so a big, big break for Todd.
I don't believe the 5 car had either. The
Yeah,
Vickers.
bud, we're going to pit road.
And the other
Them
car-
other guys might not pit before we just...
The other car that was trying to stretch it was this man, David Stremme.
But I'm going to tell you who else is a big break for. We just talked about him, Martin Truex Jr., because this will catch him up to leader Matt Kenseth.
How many times this year have we seen it? Everybody starts to make green flag stops. All of a sudden, during that process, during that cycle, we get a dead gum caution.
I think we'll find, Darrell, that Todd Bodine may have been the only driver who had not yet stopped.
Had Vickers been to pit road?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just a lap ago. Oh boy, Casey Kane and into Jamie McMurray.
And a lot of this is product of really fresh tires and really, really old tires.
Oh, the closing rate's incredible, about 2 seconds.
And there you see Todd Bodine. In the 92 car, he is on pit road right now. That is happening so fast right there coming off turn 2. I mean, that was a hard lick on the inside that pit wall, or that wall.
All right, so it is David Stremme in the number 1. He's okay.
Not very happy, but he's okay.
Todd Bodine may have gotten a break there. You saw Dave Blaney heading for his pit just ahead of him. 148 complete, 50 to go in the MBNA Armed Forces 200. But it is Kenseth who controls the tempo coming for the restart. Oh, he gets hit by Vickers. Kenseth may have missed a shift.
Yeah, because he's going to lose 2 positions. Brian Vickers in the 5 is going to take the lead, but boy, Kenseth comes back in a hurry. He's
Trouble.
going to get
Turn
the lead
1.
back.
Kerry Earnhardt down on the apron along with Dave Blaney.
Caution's out. Can Casey Kane in the 38 get his lap back? I believe he will. Put another car back on the lead lap. He will get his lap back.
Randy LaJoie has crashed. Kerry Earnhardt, Dave Blaney, Shane Meal.
Who started that up front there?
Good question.
And that's a shame, Randy LaJoie. He had a good run, sitting up there running in the top 6 or 7. Good car all day long. There you see Dave Blaney just got back on the lead lap, the 31 car. There's the damage on Matt Kenseth where he got hit by Brian Vickers in the 5 car on the restart here to start-finish line.
Had to miss a shift. That's the only thing that could have happened there.
The foot right side tire. It's not open this time.
The pits are still closed.
And Vickers did beat Matt back to the line, so he's going to be in front. Dave Blaney, 31 car.
That Ted Marsh team has, regardless of who's been in that car, whether it's been Steve Park, Johnny Benson, Dave Blaney, they have run well, but they have been star-crossed trying to get to the finish. Let's see what happened here. First, watch the leader on the left of your screen, Matt Kenseth.
I think I hear him when we were listening to him, he spun the tires.
Right
See
there.
Yeah, he spun the tires, and of course Vickers had nowhere to go that time.
Now there's where Shane Meal got turned.
Yeah, a lot of cars back here going around. There comes the 31 car.
Yeah, that was a 19 car, Casey Mears, that spun completely around.
You could hear the 17 car when he took off, spin the tires, and jump sideways.
Steve Burns.
And Mike, we heard Matt say to his crew chief that he's having problems with his shifter linkage.
Ron Hornaday got into the back of Shane Meal. A lot of damage down toward turn 1. Tried with Vickers.
That was a pretty hard lick that Vickers took there in the nose. Didn't seem to do a lot of damage to his car because the back of Matt's car is pretty soft.
From Bobby Hamilton Jr. Ron Hornaday just in front. Now there's Meal to the left. Bam, bam. Around they go. Todd Bodine with Hamilton just ahead. And oops.
Just barely slid through.
Got past Casey Mears there. Randy LaJoie's car. Brian Vickers, the race leader. Damage to the right front where he got into the back of Matt Kenseth, which started a chain reaction in which half a dozen cars were damaged.
Welcome back to the MBNA Armed Forces Family 200 on FX. And we have the leader on the pit road at the moment. That is 18-year-old Brian Vickers after Matt Kenseth on the restart with 47 laps to go, causing a little bit of a problem at least 8 cars involved. You see some of the wreckage. These are some of the drivers that were involved moments ago. And you heard Steve Burns' report on shifter linkage. Now, yes, Kevin Harvick will tell you I'm no Mr. Goodwrench, but Jeff Hammond, explain to the viewers here what the shifter linkage problem may have been.
If you look right here, this is inside the car, Scott Wimmer, you'll see that shift linkage. It says long. He just put his hands on it. That is how you wind up shifting gears to make the car go from first, second, third, and fourth. There are 2 rods that make the forward gears work and 1 for reverse. Probably what has happened is either a piece of debris, rubber has gotten down there maybe inside of that linkage area. So whenever Matt Kenseth went to go change gears, either it did not want to go through the gate and make the change, or it hung just momentarily. And because of that, he spun the rear tires, lost his forward momentum.
Kenseth on the left.
Right. You saw the car break loose right there a little bit, and you seen the Brian Vickers got in the back of him and kind of triggered this whole event on the front straightaway.
And again, Matt Kenseth with some damage on the rear portion of his car. We're going to get a different look as we see, again, Kenseth swerve a little, Vickers from behind.
Right, you seen right there that all of a sudden the back end of his car broke loose. Brian Vickers got in the back of Kenseth, and that triggered it from behind. Everybody kind of stacking up, just like you'd see on one of your highway accidents. Somebody stops in front of you and it just triggers everything.
All right, Jason Keller, this is what he saw, what the driver saw when this took place, and it's amazing to me how he can avoid or at least weave through this.
Again, that was a veteran move right there. He didn't get on the brakes. He kept his car moving and hunted the holes and picked his way through.
All right, Brian Vickers, the 5 car in. Let's check in with Steve Burns as to why.
And Chris, we're listening to Brian Vickers talk with Lance McGrew. They had some sheet metal rubbing on the right front tire. I believe it was the right front. They also have a hose in the hole in the nose, I'll get it right here, of that race car, so they had to patch it up. Lance McGrew telling his guys, listen, there's only 12 cars on the lead lap. Let's turn this into a point stage. Let's not ruin the rest of the race.
All right, thank you, Steve Burns. So we now have 13 cars out of the race, and this is Brian Vickers. You just heard Steve's explanation, tapping into the back of Matt Kenseth, who was the leader at the time of the restart. 41 laps to go, and we'll be back here in Dover on FX in a moment.
It was all going Matt Kenseth's way, and then he cut down a left front tire and spun out of the lead in turn 2.
But I'm going to tell you, he could be pretty lucky on this deal because the caution's out. He stayed on the racetrack. Now, if he can make it back around without that left front coming apart, then he'll still be on the lead lap.
Should have brought that car to pit road when the 5 car came to pit road. He had all that damage on the left rear there, and they had left side damage. Fast as he was, round she goes.
There you see it right there. And I'm going to tell you what, when you spin on the back stretch at this place, banked at 9 degrees, and you don't hit anything or nobody hits you, luck is on your side.
Wow. Here's another look. Now that's second place Joe Nemechek right behind him.
I mean, normally you go all the way to the bottom of the racetrack and hit that inside wall just like we saw David Stremme earlier.
Maybe that low air pressure helped him.
Left rear, give me 4 tires.
He's going to be hard pressed here. He's got 20 to go.
Brian Vickers in the 5. He's coming to pit road as well.
Oh, well, but he's making he should not be moving up quite like that. Past a few cars.
Looks like Casey Kane, the 38 car, still on the lead lap. He's coming to pit road. Todd Bodine in the 92. So 4 of our 10 cars on the lead lap. Ron Hornaday, so 5 cars on the lead lap. They decided to come to pit road for 4 tires. That was actually Ron Hornaday, not Casey Kane.
Steve Burns.
Matt Kenseth thinks he still has a shot to win this race. He said, guys, let's not give up. They're going to make a wedge adjustment in the left rear. 4 tires with an air pressure adjustment. They come around to the left side. Wedge wrench goes in the left rear. They're pulling some sheet metal off the left rear bumper area, putting it back into shape. And Kenseth is back down pit road, headed to turn 1.
What I like is how calm Matt Kenseth sounded after that spin. Okay, give me 4 tires. Calm. Collected.
Right.
Boy, Clanton just about ripped the right front off that car. They're going to come to the line and the caution flag at lap 186.
Mike Bliss in the 20, I believe he's going to get his lap back. He caught Joe Nemechek sleeping getting into turn 3, so he'll get back on the lead lap. He'll come get him 4 fresh tires, and he'll be back in business.
Clanton's car is off the track in the garage, so the track was not blocked.
But you want to talk about gentlemen and a gentleman's agreement? Matt Kenseth followed all those guys back to the line because he had opportunity to pass, but he didn't take advantage of anybody.
Let's go back to Dick Berggren in David Green's pit.
Yeah, we'll try that again, Jason. What do you think? Have you guys got a shot to win the race?
Well, Timberwolf Pontiac's been running really good all day. We just haven't made enough adjustment to keep up with the track, I think. I think it's getting tighter. We're not doing enough, but the pit crew's just done an awesome job all day, picked up spots every time, and David's doing a great job as usual. I don't know. 87 car is pretty tough, but we've definitely got a top 5. I think we can get out of this, and who knows? He may have something left.
Just before the green flag, he keyed the radio and told his driver, you know, that thing would probably run better in clear air. You know, just go by the 87.
Thanks, Dick. Joey Clanton is out of his car. He is okay after this wild ride.
Yeah, the 27 car here gets a bump. Somebody gets up under him and sends him around, and I can't tell you who it was.
But that was a hard lick. That's like it's almost like boilerplate wall down there.
But he could tell you who it was.
He had a tire rub, cut down a tire, came to pit road, got it replaced, and was looking to finish this one. But the concrete here is unforgiving.
Yeah, this is what we call a self-cleaning racetrack. The straightaways are banked, and when you start to spin, you're going to go down and hit that boilerplate, and you're going to hit it hard, too.
Mike Bliss in the 20 car, just as we anticipated, back on the lead lap, 4 fresh tires. He could be back up and contending for a good top 5 finish. Good points today.
Under caution for the 6.
3 wide off the corner, and
it's a battle for 4th. Matt Kenseth, right now with fresh tire.
Boy, around goes Truex. A snap spin.
What happened was he just drove that thing in there so hard, trying to stay up with Matt Kenseth again.
The caution is out. This will be 5 to go right here, right now. We will not get a red flag, but they could get this race restarted because Martin Truex is moving.
Yep, nothing on the racetrack apparently, and they are going to hold the field, and they have time to get this one finished off.
I tell you, Truex just drove in there with Kenseth and tried to stay with him, and once again it bit him.
And what we're right on that window. NASCAR Brian Dehart told me this morning that the window was 5 to go. If they had less than 5 to go, they would not throw a red flag, so we're right on that window.
Let's show you what happened to watch the 81.
Here goes Kenseth on the outside, and Truex wants to stay with him, knowing that's the thing to do. Trying to hold him to the outside, but he just drove it in there too hard, and there's a little dip down there, and that baby just came around.
Truex has come to pit road. Here's another look. Slow motion.
Car just gets away from him.
I tell you, and this concrete isn't, it's just the way it is. When the car breaks loose, you just can't, very seldom do you get a second chance.
This is happening. I mean, this is happening at a fast speed.
Good bit of damage, but he should be able to finish the race.
Yeah, when it's late in the race, you don't want to lose any spots. You know, people start driving it by you, and you know you got the 25 there in front of you. You got the 17 going around the outside. So, man, I can't let this happen. I've had a great day.
Now his car sits on pit road. You see the NASCAR officials around it. What this means is, since we're under red flag conditions, you see all the cars parked on the backstretch, you cannot work on your car under red flag conditions until they bring the red out, pull the red in, and put the yellow flag out. But right now, with 11 cars on the lead lap, if he can stay on the lead lap, he would at least be guaranteed 11th place finish or better.
It'll be a quickie yellow and 1 to go when they come back. Truex will be the 11th and final car on the lead lap.
Why do you say better? Do you anticipate something else happening?
He's going to have those 4 feel goods, those 4 fresh tires.
The way things are going, if I was 11th and kind of laying back, last car on the lead lap, you might get a better finish than you think.
And what you mean by a quickie yellow, Mike, you know, normally when yellow comes out and pit road's open, only lead lap cars can come the first time. When they call quickie yellow conditions, that means anybody that wants to come to pit road can.
Dick Berggren.
The wind has really picked up here on